Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Jonas. This is my Craps Master dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. Today is episode number 340 of the Level Up program and day number 50 of the Black Belt. And if you're new to the program, this is about my daily practice of shooting the dice at the craps table as well as playing a blue-collar craps style of play. Today is going to be the first day using our 2V dice set. And if you're following along with the Black Belt series here, on the Black Belt, we were going to do 2,000 throws with the 3V dice set, and we almost accomplished that. Last week, we came up 80 throws short. So we're going to switch over to the 2V dice set starting today. So it's going to take a little bit of interpretation on my part to learn how to read the dice as they land at the end of the table. And our 2V dice set is a 2-1, 2-4. And remember that the 3V, the 2V, and the cross 6s all are on the same dice family, so they all behave the same way. So if you look at warning signs on this dice set family, so on the 2V, 3V, and the cross 6s, if you have the cousin 1 set, so cousin 1 set for the 2V would be the 2-1, 2-4. If you have an explosion on one die and a single pitch towards you on the other die, that would be a warning sign. Or if you'd have an implosion on one die and a single pitch away on the other die, that's also a warning sign. On the cousin 2 set would be the opposite. So cousin 2 set on the 2V would be the 2-4, 2-1, and they would be just opposites. Explosion on one, single pitch away on the other, implosion on the one side, single pitch towards you on the other side. On the 3V, we're looking for either a 3 or 4 on top of one of the die. This one, we'll be looking for a 2 or a 2 or a 5 on top of one of the dice. So anyhow, let's get started here, guys. In the YouTube side of things, we got Kevin Smith, Kevin the Carpenter checking in number 1 before I even started. We got Uncle Hoku, Randy Hill, Leadham, JR22, Ada, and Buckeye Slim. So good morning to everyone. Let's get her started. On Crapsee side of things, hit that live tab. I'm not going to play a line bet today, so no pass, no don't pass. Good morning, Brian Flegel checking in. And we're going to call this all but set, and let's get started. We got 10 people on Crapsee. We got 14 people watching, 3 likes, and dice out. So 2-1, 2-4. Again, this is going to be our first day of the 2V dice set. And again, our goal is to throw 2,000 throws eventually on this 2V dice set. And that way we can train our mind to interpret the dice real time at the table. Dice out. And we have Magic Aces 1-1-2. So that'll be our first throw for the day. That is a pass line loser, a don't pass winner, and that is one of the bookends if you are playing the ATS. So that is going to be, and again, here's the interpretation of the dice. If you look up on the screen, I have the left axis is going to be a 3 or 4. So if a 3 shows up, that means it's an implosion. If it's a 4 shows up, it's an explosion. That 1 was a single pitch away. And on the right side, we have a 1 on the inside as an axis. The outside is a 6, so we had a 1 up. So we had a single pitch away and an explosion of the dice. So Buckeye Slim is super excited this morning, so hopefully that's a good thing. We'll find out. Again, we're going to call this all bet set here, and let's get her going. 2-1, 2-4 is the dice set. And dice out. Dice the cross right at the end. We have a 3-6-9. That would be a center field 9. So that would be both dice off axis. That means that the left die imploded, the right die imploded. So we had a double implosion of the dice. So both dice were off axis. Let's go 96 across here. We're going to try something a little bit different today. I'm trying to play around with a couple different strategies for my Joliet trip coming up in a couple weeks here down in Illinois. Oops, I just set the 3V because I'm so used to doing the 3V. So 2, 1, 2, 4 is going to be our dice set. And we're going to kind of keep an eye on that, see if we can get both dice on axis as we go forward here. So still 10 people on Crapsee, 14 people watching on YouTube. We have 4 likes, and yeah, it's a good thing, Joe. My new stuffed waffle maker arrived yesterday. Wow. Now, I don't even know if I've ever heard of a stuffed waffle maker there, Buckeye. Good morning, Roger, OMC Craps checking in. And we'll go all bets set here, dice out. So let's see if we can get some repeatability here. And we're going to continue on with the tips that George had given us last Friday. So if you didn't watch last Friday's, make sure you check it out. We got a 1-3-4, and that would be the Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. So 1-3-4. And what we're going to do with this now is, and this is what I'm going to kind of play around with. One of my styles of play, and Brian Fligel confirmed this, is I usually play the 6 and 8 at the casino. I'll wait for the 6 or 8 to get hit once. I'll pressure from 18 all the way up to 30 on each. So I drop 3, and I wait for a second hit, and I'll come down and I'll play a iron cross until I get spread all the way across. We're going to try something different. We're going to go 96 across, whatever numbers hit, and the sister, we're going to press up 2 units each. So here, let's bring that $15 4 up to $25 buy bet, and we'll do the same thing with the 10. So we'll make both the 4 and 10 look like $25, and the buy bets. All the rest of them are at that 3-unit level. And here's the trick now. Either I'm going to get one of these pressed up numbers to hit a second time, and then I'll come down and do an iron cross, or I'm going to take 3 hits on the single unit or the 3-unit level here, and then I'll go into the iron cross. So we're looking for either 2 or 3 hits with this strategy, and then that'll get us to that break-even point so we can start spreading out and trend betting from there. So we'll call this all bets set and dice out. Dice landed almost on top of each other. We got a 4, 5, 9. That would be the hard 9, the Big Daddy Mac. So that's going to be hit number 2. So either way, we're going to be coming down on this next hit. It would be nice if we hit the pressed up number right away. And that was our point, by the way. So we'll be coming out looking for a new point here before we look for that new hit. That was an explosion on that left die. And that was a single or double pitch on the other die. So explosion on the left die, double pitch on the right die. And again, we are not doing any line bets here. So once we get a point established, I'll make the 5 and 9 look like $25 each. And we'll call this all bets set here. Dice out. Looking for a new point. And we got a 4-3 on a 7 on a come out. So that would be an explosion on the left die. And let me get this entered in there first before we analyze the right die. Again, this is going to take me a little bit of time until I get comfortable with this again. So that was an explosion on the left die, and that was a single pitch towards us on the right die. So that is a warning sign. So we're going to keep an eye on that, and if we keep on getting those warning signs, we'll switch over to that cousin 2 variety. And again, no line bet here, so we'll call this all bets set. And dice out. That left eye went down and stuck. The right one kind of bounced around a little wildly, so I don't know how much we can analyze that dice set there. But we got a 6-3 center field 9, so 9 will be our point, and that'll be our point again. We were on the 9 the last time, so 9 seems to be like a hot number to start off with here. And that one there would be a single pitch towards us on that left die. And that would be a single pitch towards us on the left die. So that was a primary and a backside. So again, we're going to pressure that 9 up $25, the 5 up $25. We're going to take one hit here. Right now we'll be able to come back down. So far we have $48 brought back to the rack. We have 136 on the table. And we'll call this all bet set. Dice out. So this is going to be hit number 3 that we're looking for. And here we go. Yeah, we got magic aces again. That's how we started the day. 112. And that will be a repeater win there. No, it will not, because we had that come out 7. That's right. So that's no help for us. Again, we are looking for a second or a third hit here so we can come down and get to that break-even point. Good morning, Mike. 85 Bears checking in. I see a lot of familiar faces, but faces that have not been here for a while. So I welcome everyone back. Cajun Crapsee checking in as well. Good morning. He says, I hope everybody had a great weekend, and I do as well. I did a little bit of working on the table build this weekend. Hopefully when I get done with the live stream, I'll be able to finish up the part that I was working on. So that'll be a really good video coming out Sunday then, hopefully, if I can get it edited by then, if I get that part of the table build done. Dice out. And we got a 369, so we hit that point again, and that's perfect because that gives us enough to come down on our bets. So that was almost a buck shot. So again, a 369. 9 is an early hot number here. We hit it 4 out of 8 rolls, so 50% of the time has been the 9. We have $83 brought back to the rack. We are not playing any line bets, so that way we can come down on our bets now. And we're going to play an iron cross to get spread across here. No, I keep on going back to the darn 3 feet dice set. 2124 is our dice set. That last one was a 3 on the left side, so that was an implosion of that die. And we had a 6 on the right side, which is also an implosion, so we had a double implosion of the dice. We're both dice off axis, and that's not a good thing for me right now. Let's go all bets set here. And we'll go dice out, looking for a new point. Ooh, the right die stuck. We have a 2-2 hard for the Ian Double Deuce, or 2-2 is going to cruise with Brian from Holy Roller. So 4 will be our new point. 4 has been also the other number that's starting to show up here. The first time we got it was a 3-1 variety. This is a 2-2 variety. And that's going to be a primary on top on that left side, a primary on top on the right side. So that was a primer hit, top side. And we're going to bring our bets down here. We will go $15 on the 5, 18 on that 6, and 18 on that 8. Come on, Joe, get these bets in correctly. There we go. And we're going to pick up $15 on the field. So we got 66 on the table, 83 brought back to Rex. We're $23 into profit thus far on this shooter. And we'll call this all bet set. 2124 dice set. And dice out. And we got 3-4. So that is an ouch. And that one felt kind of weird when I threw it. don't really know what to think about that. So that 3-4 is another implosion on that left side, and that was a single pitch away on the right side. So that is obviously a warning sign. And I'm glad we came down on our bets. First roll was 10 rolls long, 12 quality points. So Cajun Craps just got home from a cruise yesterday. Awesome. I hope it was enjoyable. Where did you go on your cruise? I've been on one cruise one time already. That was about 2 years ago, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was something I never, ever thought I would enjoy, but it was probably by far the best vacation I've ever had. So $17 profit on that first shooter, and again, we're going to go no line bets here, and we'll call this all bet set. 15 people playing Crapsee, 18 people watching YouTube, 7 likes. 2124 is our dice set today. First day with 2V dice set. And this is the cousin one variety. Days out. And we have a 2-1-3 ace deuce. Alfredo sauce is another come out. So that's 2 shooters in a row. We had a come out craps number, which is a pass line loser. But if you have a craps check, that would help protect you a little bit. And again, that was a primary on the left side top, and that was an explosion of that left or right dice. So we're having a hard time keeping the dice on axis today. Again, no line bet here. We'll call this all bet set. So you went to NASA. That's where I also went. It was on Carnival, okay. So I went to NASA, and there was one other, two other stops. I think we had 3 or 4 stops that we had, but NASA was one of them. And I believe those where I swam with the dolphins. They don't. And we have the opposite side. We have the OMC Craps, all the dots and all the spots. Midnight. Again, looking for a point here. 2 non-pass line winners on a come out. And that's going to be an implosion on that right die. That is a single pitch towards us on the right, on the left. So again, this is going to take a little while for me to interpret these dice sets with the 2V dice set. First day using that. That's all the dots we got. So we'll call it all bets set here, and dice out. And dice are not centered, so we'll regrip them. Dice out. Left eye stuck again. Another craps number, another 2-1-3 ace deuce Alfredo sauce. So apparently this 2V dice set's thrown me a lot of craps numbers. Unreal. So that's something that I need to keep into consideration, at least the way the dice are landing today. Primary on top on the left side, that would be an explosion once again on that right side. So this is going to be, and I've mentioned this before, the black belt level here, we're sticking with certain dice sets for an extended period of time. So that keeping that in mind, at the real table, I would probably be changing sets around to get hopefully more preferred numbers than that. But since we're stuck on this, we're going to keep on going. So bet accordingly. 2-1, 2-4 dice sets. And dice out. And we have a 4-6-10. That is Waylon's best friend Wayne at N. Daddy Joe. So 10 will be our new point. And again, we're going to start off with a 96 across bet level. So it's going to be 3 units on each of them. That would be 15 on the 4, 5, 9, and 10, 18 on the 6 and 8. That was a explosion on the left die on that last throw, and that was an implosion on the right die, so that was a drift left. So 2, 1, 2, 4. And let's call this all bet set. 18 people on Crapsee, 18 people watching, 10 likes. Shooter number 2. Days out. Not comfortable, regrip. Here we go. And we got a 167. Ouch. So that one hurt a little bit. That one was took away our profit that we made on the first shooter. And let's analyze that. Now that would be a single pitch away on that left die, implosion on the right die, which is the warning sign. So we're getting quite a few warning signs here. Let's do this once now. I know this is kind of a we're trying to interpret the dice as we're throwing them. Let's go to the cousin 2 set right away because we've had quite a few warning signs to start off with. So we're going to go to the 2, 4, 2, 1 dice set and see if that switches things around just a little bit and get rid of those warning signs. So let's call all bet set. Again, no line bet going on here. And dice out. 2, 4, 2, 1. So now our axis is going to be the 1, 6, 3, 4. 1, 6, 3, 4 is the axis. And we got a 2, 6, 8. That would be the Duracell 8. Go out, support free live craps and give that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't done so. Everything is appreciated. So 2, 6, 8. 8 will be our new point. Again, 96 across is what we're going with. That's that 3-unit bet level. Or it be considered table felt on a $15 table. So that was a primary on top on the left side, and that was a single pitch towards us on the right side. So ultimately a single pitch of the dice. 2, 4, 2, 1, all bet set. Face out. That left dice split off. We got a 6-5 mid-mo yo. Again, that is Chiro coming to us from above. So that's going to be an explosion on that left die. And a double pitch on the right die, I believe. Let me check it 1 second here. Yes, double pitch on that right die. So 2, 4, 2, 1 is what we're going to stick with. That's the cousin 2 set. That did nothing for our bets, so we'll call this all bet set right away. And dice out. So not really, other than that 9 in the beginning, not really seeing much repeatability yet. My landing zone seems to be all over the place at the current moment. And we got 3, 5, 8. So that is almost a Buckeye buckshot, but not quite. But that is a point hit. So what we're going to do is once we get a new point established, we'll make that 6 and 8 look like $30 each. So that'll be the double unit up. That was an implosion of the left die. And no, that was not. What do we have? We had a 3. So that was a single pitch towards us on that left die. And we had a 5 on the other side, which is a double pitch. So that was ultimately a single pitch of the dice. So looking for a new point here coming out. 19 people on Crapsee, 14 people on YouTube. So hopefully some of those people on Crapsee do go over to the YouTube side of things to support the channel. 2421, days out. The right one kind of bounced over. We have a 156. That would be the KitchenAid mixer. So our new point will be a 6. And switching over to this Cousin 2 set really did change the dice results around a little bit if you haven't noticed. So we were hitting a lot of the 9s and 4s. Now we're over to the inside numbers here. 2, 4, 2, 1 will be our dice set. And again, we're going to pressure the 5 and 6 up to $30 each. That's increasing by 2 units. We're looking for hit number 2 here coming up. Again, we're taking either one hit and then a pressed up hit to get to break even, or we're going to take 3 single hits to get to that break even point with the way that we're trying this betting out. That last one was a 1, so that was a single pitch. No, that was an implosion on the left side, and the right one was a 5, so it was a double pitch on the other one. So safe result. All bets set. Dice out. 2, 4, 2, 1 is the dice set. And we got a 3-3 hard 6 to double degen. So that is a Buckeye buckshot. And that is nice because that's a pressed up number. So that means we got to that break even point off of 2 hits of the dice. So that means we'll come down on our bets once we get a new point established here. And that was an implosion. No, that was a single pitch towards us on the left die. And that was an explosion on the right die. So that is a safe result for the Cousin 2 set. And again, we're looking for either a 2 or 5 on top on either dice as a consistency. And we're really not seeing that much today. So not today, but a different day. Once I get better at reading the dice here, what I would do is I would quarter pitch both dice away, and that would hopefully bring that 2 and 5 up a little bit more consistently on top. But we're going to stick with the 2, 4, 2, 1. No line bet. All bets set. Good morning, Ryan, checking in. And here we go. Dice out. We got a 4, 6, 10, and is Waylon's best friend on that end. Big Ben this time. So that is the second time we've thrown a 4, 6 variety. So our new point, let's move the point at 10. And again, we got a 2, 4. So that last one was a single pitch on that left side. And the right side was a single pitch towards us as well. So that was ultimately a double pitch of the dice. So that is a warning sign for the 2V dice set. So you gotta be careful with that. 20 people on Crapsee, 16 people on YouTube, all bets set. Oh no, we gotta bring our bets down here because we hit that. So we're gonna go $18 on the 6, $18 on the 8. We're gonna go $15 field bet, and we're gonna hop the 5s for $1 a piece. And now our goal is to spread out across, and then once we get across, we'll come off that iron cross, we'll come off that field, and just try and bet the numbers that are being hit across. So let's go all bets set here. And dice out. 2, 4, 2, 1 is the dice set. Dice out. A little short on the landing zone, but we got lucky. We have a 6-3-9, center field 9. And that's going to be allowing us, that's a field hit. So that's going to allow us to pick up $15 on that 5. So that way we don't have to hop it anymore. And for the dice, that was a explosion of that left die. And that was an explosion of the right dice. So double explosion of the dice. Good morning, John. Checking in here. It is a Monday morning, and I would assume you're going to be doing your coffee run this morning as well as your daily paycheck. If so, guys, it starts in about a half an hour, his 2-hour series. So make sure you check out his stuff as well. 21 people playing Crapsee. We finally hit 22 people on YouTube, so we are above on YouTube as well. We are in Crapsee. 2, 4, 2, 1. Dice out and dice out. Dice split apart when he left my fingers. We got lucky. We have a 2, 4, 6. That is the Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. And that is a hit on that 6. So we're going to have to come back up on the field. So that's basically a $6 profit for us on that one. $75 brought back to the rack, 51 on the table. Go back up $15 on the field bet. We got 15 on the 5, 18 on the 6 and 8. And playing at such a low bank roll level does affect how fast you can make a profit here. That was a primary on top on that left side. The right side was an implosion of the dice. So that is a safe result. We'll go all bet set here. And that was a 6. We got, okay, $15 field bet. We'll back up on again. Good. Days out. 2, 4, 2, 1, cousin 2 set. Ooh, right die popped up. We got lucky. 1, 4, 5. That's a trucking camper. So again, that's a $6 profit only. But we're slowly bringing up the money, I guess. We're going to have to go back up again on that field. $81 brought back to the rack. We've got a 66 on the table. So we're almost at a $20 profit. That was an implosion on the left die. That was a implosion on the right die. So it was a double implosion of the dice. Both dice were off axis there. And all bet set. Dice out. And we got another 6. We have a 1, 5, 6 KitchenAid mixer. So again, another $6 brought back to the rack. God damn it, just small little bits here, and this is really bothering me. But that's 3 6-hour wins here, so that's be enough to pick up that 9. So hopefully we can hit the 9 again, and that'll be a double hit then. So that way we can get all the way across on our bets. So $15 field bet. We have 15 on the 5, 9. We have 18 on the 6, 8. And that was a single pitch, that was an implosion on the left die. And that was a double pitch on the right side. So after I get done with the video here, I'm going to be working on a table build again. This next section and the next video will be coming out will actually be the table portion itself, the tabletop portion itself, where I'm making the craps side of things, and it's not going to be completed on the craps side of the table, on the table portion itself, and then we're going to be putting the chessboard into the table itself. So we're just working on a table surface on both sides, the top and the bottom, and we'll call it all bets set. And then the video after this next one coming up will be the actual table itself. I'll be making the legs and the framing and all that stuff. And then the last, or the one after that will be the chairs, and then we'll do like a finishing video. And we'll go dice out here, 2, 4, 2, 1. We got a 4, 6, 10. That is Waylon's best friend, win it in, Daddy Joe. And that is our point. So we'll be coming out looking for a new point. And that is also a field hit. So we're going to be able to come up on either the 4 or 10 once we get our new point established. So let's take that field bet down now. Again, we're not playing any line bets. 102 brought back to the rack so far in the shooter. And again, we're going with the 2, 4, 2, 1 dice set. That last one was a single pitch towards us on the right side, and that was a single pitch away from us on the left side. So that was a double pitch of the dice, which is not a safe result. That is a warning sign. And all bets set. 23 people on Crapsee. This is our second double-digit roll for the day. The quality of the rolls, this last shooter has been decent. Other than that, has not been the best today for the rolls. Face out. 2, 6, 8, Duracell 8. So our new point is the 8. So we're back on that inside number again. Kevin says he's sure that the table is going to come out amazing. You know, guys, I am trying my damnedest to make this table come out really nice. And one thing I've found is I've made a ton of mistakes on this table, and it's not been a table of progression. It's been a table of how can I fix the mistakes so it actually works out and comes out great, like Kevin is saying. And I've so far, knock on table, I've come out pretty lucky being able to fix the mistakes. In this next video, you'll see quite a few mistakes that I made earlier in the videos. And I have to actually come back and correct them. And thus far, they have actually worked out pretty well for me, the corrections. So and I guess that's part of, you know, working with wood is being flexible and being able to overcome obstacles. I spent over 30 hours in planning this table, and there's a couple measurements that I probably should have had a little bit differently. When I planned it, but I had to overcome that going forward. So, yeah, let's go. That's set. Days out. And we have a 3, 5, 8. There you go. Buckeye was asking for the 8. We got the 8. 3, 5, 8. This is the great 8 this time. But I guess that's what makes that table unique, besides the fact that there is no other table like what I'm building here. So we get a buckshot on that one. We had a set the point of 8. We got the 8 right away. All we need is that 12 for the tall, by the way. And 123 brought back to the rack, 166 on the table. That 8 right there was enough to get us to be all the way across on our bets once we get a new point established here. So we'll be at that 96 cross bet level for free now. 123 brought back to the rack, looking for a new point. And we'll call this all bets set here. 2, 4, 2, 1. And I just set 3V dice set, damn it. Okay, 2, 4, 2, 1. All bets set. This is a cousin 2 sets. Dice out. Looking for a new point. And we have an ace deuce Alfredo sauce again. Another craps number to come out. And again, that was going to be an explosion on that left die, a primary on the right side. Cousin 2. So explosion primary is a safe result. And again, all bets set. That was a pass line loser on a come out. Face out. And another ace deuce. Wow, back to back on a come out. Not a good sign for those people playing a line bet unless you have that craps check and you're playing the come out game, which is something that you really should consider doing with your bets. And yeah. Channeling the inner John here. 2 4 2 1. And again, all bets set. We need a 2 and 4 for the small, the 12 for the tall. As long as we're throwing craps numbers, let's see if we can knock out that tall. Again, I am not playing the ATS, but for those of you who are, it would be a nice hit. Dice out. And we're back on that 10. Wow, we throw quite a few 4-6s, and that is a 4-6-10. Big Ben on the end. That would be William's best friend. One of them. So we're back on the 10. And we're all the way across on our bets, 96 across. And we've built up to this point. 123 brought back to the rack, 96 on a table. That was a single pitch away on the left dice, single pitch towards us on the right die. Again, another warning sign with the double pitch, but that does not warrant us to go back to the cousin 1 variety. We're going to stick with that cousin 2 set. And all bets set. Thank you, John. Let's wait till it's done and see. But thus far, the chessboard turned out pretty cool. And this table surface that I'm making now is actually turned out really good. But I have a major screw up, you'll see in this next video, where I actually dropped the F-bomb, and that will be edited out in the video. But when you guys see the video, you'll know exactly where I'm talking about. A 369 center field 9. You guys will know exactly where I dropped that F-bomb. First word out of the mouth was, yeah, there might be even a beep included on that video. So we got a 9. We're going to pressure that 9 up to $25. 144 brought back to the rack. 106 on the table currently. And that was a single pitch towards us on the left die. That was a single pitch towards us on the right die. So there's a primary and a back side. So finally we have both dice off axis. And we will go all bets set here. Dice out. Dice are not centered in the fingers. We'll regrip them. And here we go. The dice did cross on us, and we got another 9. Wow, okay. This time it's a 4-5-9, the hard 9, Big Daddy Mac. And it's nice because we pressed that 9 up, so we're going to go up to $35 on that 9 now. And it's 179 brought back to the rack, 116 on the table, and that puts us about $80 short of goal for the day. So if we can hit that 9 2 more times, that'd be perfect. We can get out of the shooter finally. 2 4 2 1 is the dice set. That last one was a 4 on the left, so that was a single pitch away. And that was a 5 on the other one, which is a double pitch, so ultimately a single pitch of the dice. Good morning, Durcell, checking in. And we got 23 people playing Crapsee, 26 people watching, 15 likes. 2 4 2 1, the cousin 2 set. So if you're just joining in, today is the first day using the 2V dice set, and we're analyzing this as we throw it at the table. And we have another ace deuce, Alfredo sauce, so the 3 is hot today. And again, that's a primary on the left side on top. On the right side, that was a single pitch away. So that is a safe result. That does nothing for our bets, though. you do what I'm doing, John, for your strategy. I'm going 96 across, but you're going to go higher. So maybe like a 160 across or like a 660 across. No, is it 640 across? And then your first hit, you go up 2 units. So on whatever number is hit. So that'd be like a sister press. And the second hit, if you hit that press up one, that brings you down. You can go the iron cross until you can go all the way across again. Or you could take 3 single hits to get to that break even, and you can do your breading from there also. So whatever, your choice. But anyway, we'll call this all bet set 2, 4, 2, 1, and dice out. I know it's kind of confusing how I just explained that. And we have a 145, the truck and trailer. And that's going to be hit number 2 for us. Actually, no, it's not hit number 2 because we're on our trend betting right now. We're still rolling here. It's a decent roll so far. So let's go to $25 on that 5. 200 brought back to the rack, 126 on a table. And we are close to getting to go for the day. 2, 4, 2, 1. And that last one was a single or implosion on the left die and a implosion on the right die. So double implosion, both dice off axis. I don't like seeing that. And let's go all bet set. Dice out. Yeah, we got a 5, 4, 9, the hard 9. So that I think could be enough to put us at goal. We'll see. And if that is, that'll be the first time since before we took off that we actually made goal. Last week was a little bit rough throwing. A little bit rough for me. And that puts us $8 short of goal. So I'm bringing my bets down. I'm going to call that a win for the day. And I'm going to keep on rolling. No, 3, 2, 4, 2, 1 is a dice set. So money is off the table. We're going to be walking away from it, but we're going to keep on rolling here. 2, 4, 2, 1 dice set, cousin 2 set. That last one was a double pitch of that left die and an implosion on the right die, which is a safe result. And we'll go all bet set. Still need that 2 and 4 for the small and the 12 for the tall. And base out. Ooh, I came up a little short on the dice, but we have a 2, 1, 3, ace deuce again. Alfredo sauce. And we're down almost to the final 4 in the international shooter competition. They had the round of 8 this weekend. And I think 3 of the 4 matches went. Alfredo's moving on. G Money is moving on. And Wisco, Ben from Wisconsin here, he's moving on as well. And I think Duracell 8 and whoever he's going up against still has to roll yet. And then we'll get to the top 4 people. And that's where I made it to last year, was the top 4. And then I got kicked out in that round. Eddie beat me. So we'll call this all bet set here. And I saw it. So Sunday, okay, Duracell, okay, good. I know, isn't it, Jen? That is quite a while for myself. 2, 4, 2, 1 is the day set, and day set. And we got a 5, 4 hard 9, Big Daddy Mac again. So that 9 has been on fire today. That is a repeater win for this shooter, by the way, on that 9. So we hit the 9 out of 38 throws. So that is roughly Come on, Jen, give me the number. What percentage is that? About a fifth of the throws have been a 9, somewhere around there. 2, 4, 2, 1. The last one was, again, a double pitch of that left die and an implosion. So that's been pretty consistent with that result there. I'll call that all bets set here. And dice out. We're short in the landing zone again, but we have a 5-6, the Midmo Yo. That is Chiro coming to us from above. That one didn't seem mechanically like a good throw for me, so I'm not going to really analyze that one too much. Didn't feel like I followed through like I should have. 2, 4, 2, 1. And all bets set. 24 people playing along with Crapsee, 24 people watching, and that was roll number 24. So 24 across the board. I don't know what that means. 24 people playing, 24 people watching, 24 throws. This is throw number 25 for the shooter. And I veered off to the right a little bit. 2 and 3, another ace deuce. So between the 3 and the 9, there isn't much else going on. 3 and 9 are hot. So we are getting some repeatability here today. Finally got our numbers up a little bit. SOR is at 13.3 so far. SRR is at 10.0 so far. 2-4-2-1 dice set. That last one's a primary on top on the left side and a single pitch away on the right side. So single pitch of the dice. And all that set. Dice set. Five, 6, another mid-mo-yo. Wow, okay. I guess things are coming in waves. 5, 6, mid-mo-yo. That was a repeater win, by the way. 2, 4, 2, 1. And we'll call that all bets set right away. Thank you, Jen. Good morning, Biff. Happy Leprechaun Awareness Day. It's on the internet. We are always practicing Leprechaun Awareness Day on the Craps channel because we're always looking for that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. So all bets set here, dice out. Dice split apart my fingers when I left my hands. We have a 3-6-9, center field 9. Again, the 9 is hot. It's 10 9s today on 42 throws. So almost 1/4 of the throws are the 9. Wow. 2, 4, 2, 1. That was a double single pitch towards us on the left eye. The right one, that was a single pitch towards us. So that was ultimately a primary in the back side. Bald Dude Awareness Day. It's that every day, John. Come on now. We got Bald Dude Awareness Day. So 2, 4, 2, 1, days out. Oh, that left die stuck. Guys, we got the tall. We got the OMC craps, all the dots, and all the spots. Midnight. And we got the tall off of a throw that was not mechanically sound. Wow. Okay, cool. So we got the tall. It only took 28 throws to get one side of it. Wow. Okay. Well, I guess, they say that people that have practiced dice shots, influenced shots, if you will, don't hit the ATS as often because they are not as random. And it may be proof, may not be, who knows. 26 people still playing on Crapsee, 28 people watching. We got all bets set. Yeah. Very aware of bald guys and craps. That doesn't sound good in the same sentence there, Jen. Bald guys and craps. All bets set here, dice out. Yeah, we got a 5-1 KitchenAid mixer. So that would be a 6. So the length of this roll, guys, we've only hit 2 points so far. We finally hit the tall a little bit ago. We need 2 and 4 for the small yet. So really, we've been sticking with the same numbers throughout. Really has not been a ton of variety on this. 2, 4, 2, 1. And the roll quality points is at 277 already. Wow. Okay, that's a decent roll. And all bets set. Dice out. Ooh, super long in the line zone, guys. And wow, we got a sister number here. We got magic aces now. Interesting. Very interesting. That's a repeater win, by the way. So all we need is that 4. Let's get that 4. We'll hit the all then, I guess. 2, 4, 2, 1. And we hit the 4 a couple times already. Twice we hit it so far. So we'll call this all bets set here and dice out. Short in the landing zone, and we got a 3, 4, 7. And that is an ouch. So that is obviously one saying, but that's going to be the end of the rolling for the day here. And that was a decent third roller there. Make it hard, 6 says Buckeye. But let's go look at our statistics here for the day. And we had 3 shooters. We had a 10, a 5, and a 31. We had an SOR today of 15.3, 11.5, and the SRR, our hot numbers obviously were that 3 and the 9. Believe it or not, the box numbers are really lower than expected. Inside numbers are lower than expected. 4s and 10s are lower than expected. Come out 7s are low. Horns and fields are off the charts today, and the hardways were non-existent again. Yeah, very interesting. Those numbers there. I would have thought that the box numbers were a little bit higher than what they actually were. Let's look at our black belt statistics. This is through the end of last week, Friday. We had 1,921 throws on black belt. SOR was at 9.7. The SRR was at 6.32, and our BSR is at 6.88. And I'm sure those numbers will be going up after we add in these results from today. Let's check the chat really quick here before we get going. Again, this was our first day with the 2V dice set. And I appreciate the compliments here. Bucket says after losing 1,000 on the first 2 shooters, he's 1,050 in profit. Thank you very much. But hey, guys, check back tomorrow. Hopefully we do continue this nice little streak that is going on. My name is Joe. This is my Crapsmaster dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. See you guys tomorrow. Check out John's channel here in a couple minutes. Be safe and be prosperous.